Have you ever stumbled upon something that makes your skin crawl while a part of you wants to inch closer? We've all felt it. The unsettling, skin-crawling essence of creepiness. It's the eerie feeling of a doll seemingly watching you. The goosebumps that appear at the sight of an old rocking chair swaying in the breeze, or the shiver down your spine when you swear you hear your name whispered in an empty room. Forget jump scares and gore. Creepiness resides in the shadows, in the spaces between reason and dread, between the known and unknown. It's not full-blown fear or the adrenaline rush of terror. Rather, it's a slow, insidious unease, a gnawing at the edges of your comfort zone. But why do we find things creepy? The term creepy traces its linguistic origins to the Old English word creopan, denoting movement akin to crawling or creeping. Over time, it evolved beyond its literal sense, finding a place in various languages and cultures. Defining creepiness is like chasing shadows. In its most basic terms, creepiness is an unsettling feeling often associated with fear or discomfort where the nature of the threat is not easily discernible. Unlike fear, however, it has no villain, no target, just a slow, visceral burn of unease. Creepiness lurks in unexpected places, like a clown whose smile seems a bit too wide, or a dollhouse that seems to rearrange itself in the corner of your eye. It whispers in the discordant tunes of horror movies, the hushed anxieties of urban legends, and the heart-stopping rustle in the dead of night. Similarly, when comparing creepiness to terror, it becomes evident that while terror induces an intense, overwhelming fear that can paralyze us, creepiness maintains a more subtle and lingering discomfort. These deviations from our expectations activate our sense of unease, indicating that something is not quite right. From an ancestral standpoint, creepiness likely emerged as a survival mechanism deeply ingrained in our cognitive wiring. This heightened sensitivity to ambiguous or uncertain stimuli likely served as an adaptive tool, enabling our ancestors to navigate unfamiliar environments and identify potential dangers. What's truly unsettling is that creepiness is different for each of us. What sends chills down your spine might leave your best friend yawning. We will explore the subjective nature of creepiness a little later. Now that we have identified what creepiness is, let's explore 7 specific things that many of us find creepy. The Uncanny Valley phenomenon is a concept from robotics that describes the unease or discomfort people may feel when confronted with a humanoid robot or animated character that appears almost, but not quite, human. The idea is that as a robot or character becomes increasingly human-like, there is a point where the human observer's emotional response shifts from empathy and positive feelings to discomfort. This dip in emotional response creates a valley in the graph of human likeness versus emotional response. The Uncanny Valley phenomenon suggests that slight imperfections or deviations from human appearance or behavior can trigger a strong negative reaction, as the human brain detects subtle differences that make the entity seem unnatural. However, as the artificial entity becomes indistinguishable from a real human, the emotional response tends to become positive again. Abandoned places, characterized by their spooky atmosphere and devoid of human presence, evoke a profound sense of isolation, curiosity, apprehension, and the unknown. Examples include dilapidated buildings, desolate amusement parks, and uninhabited towns. These forsaken spaces aren't just empty shells, they're time capsules brimming with stories. We see faded paint peeling off a child's swing, a love letter left on a dusty mantle, a solitary teacup on an abandoned table, each a silent snapshot of lives once lived. It's this brush with the past, this peek into lost worlds, that makes abandoned places so creepy. Unusual human behavior, marked by significant deviations from societal norms, injects unpredictability and discomfort into the realm of creepiness. Picture someone in a public space displaying strange or erratic conduct. This departure from expected norms induces a tangible unease among us, disrupting the usual patterns of social interaction. Such deviations not only create discomfort, but also challenge the predictability and orderliness we often rely on in social settings. Unusual behavior exploits the innate human tendency to seek patterns and coherence in social dynamics, rendering the unexpected and unusual actions of others particularly disconcerting. Dolls and mannequins evoke a unique eeriness that combines the uncanny with symbolic undertones. Antique dolls, once cherished playthings adorned with glassy eyes and intricate details, assume an unsettling presence when set against their static nature. Similarly, realistic retail mannequins induce discomfort when their static poses seem almost lifelike. The interplay between familiarity and immobility generates psychological tension, contributing to the overall sense of creepiness enveloping these ostensibly lifeless figures. Paranormal phenomena involve inexplicable experiences defying logical explanations, often linked to the supernatural. Ghostly apparitions, ethereal figures challenging conventional understanding, exemplify a classic manifestation. The inherent creepiness of the paranormal stems from the unsettling confrontation with the inexplicable and the blurred boundary between the natural and the supernatural. Cryptids and mythical creatures embody beings from folklore or urban legends with mysterious or frightening attributes. Examples include the Mothman, associated with impending disasters, the Chupacabra, preying on livestock in various regions, and the Slender Man, a faceless figure instilling fear. Woven into myth and legend, these entities provoke both fear and intrigue, challenging our understanding of the natural world. Our unease stems from the liminal space between the fantastical and the plausible, blurring reality and imagination. Isolation and darkness play a significant role in the realm of creepiness, encompassing the unsettling feelings associated with being alone in desolate environments or immersed in complete darkness. This category taps into primal fears linked to the unknown and vulnerability in isolation. For instance, walking through a dense, dark forest at night heightens the senses and amplifies the sense of the unknown. The unease in such environments stems from the innate fear of the unseen, where imagination fills the void left by darkness, conjuring potential threats. Isolation and darkness trigger a heightened state of alertness, emphasizing primal instincts and contributing to the pervasive sense of creepiness associated with these scenarios. Cultural influences play a pivotal role in shaping our perception of creepiness. Drawing from folklore, urban legends, horror films, and literature, these sources introduce mythical creatures and haunted places, forming the basis for eerie narratives. Passed down through generations, these tales tap into our primal fears. Horror films and literature then evolve these narratives, impacting our perception through visuals and storytelling. Shared cultural experiences create a communal understanding of what's creepy within a specific context, acting as filters for individual interpretations. Cultural influences play a crucial role in shaping our collective imagination and individual responses to the unsettling and mysterious. Creepiness is highly subjective, with various factors influencing why some individuals find certain things creepy while others do not. Personality differences are pivotal, as those with higher openness may be more accepting of unconventional situations, while lower openness individuals may find them unsettling. This intricate interplay of individual psychology, cultural influences, personal experiences, and evolutionary predispositions underscores the complexity and subjectivity inherent in the perception of creepiness. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. See you in the next video.